At guard, 6'1", number 11,
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Clint Capella is the modern-day old-school big. Coach Nate McMillan said, we're taking advantage of these teams who play small ball. His ability to defend the basket and cover up mistakes, rebound the ball, set screens, and roll, he's a threat on both ends of the floor. Kevin, some things never get old.
Indeed. Thanks, DA. It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true selves.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's O'Neal in at small forward. And for the Hawks, front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Simmons passes to Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
First free throw is good. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
That one is no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. Young dishes to Murray. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Collins kicks to Murray. Over Irving. Murray, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than that. Give Kevin Durant that interior look, and he will score it.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Durant.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
O'Neal passes to Irving with some arc, and it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Hunter kicks to Murray. Young against Simmons. Young left side, and the dunk by Capella.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Collins against Durant. There's a screen. Fires the 3. No good there.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Murray the pass to Collins. Kicks to Young. Misses the 3. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons on the wing, defended by Young.
And defensively, Collins has the strength, mobility, and work ethic to be an impact performer.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. 3-on-3. Pass to Claxton. Katie, a screen on Hunter. Rebounded by the Hawks. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. He kicks it to Young. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Irving. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Please give a big round of applause to your Hawks new dance team.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Griffin's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. The Hawks trailing. Young pass to Griffin. Johnson outside. Young outside. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Harris finds Mills. They get it back. Harris, good.
Well, Joe Harris, known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
Young looking it over. 8 feet away, and he connects with the jumper.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now, here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Harris. This is to Warren. 6 to shoot. Over Johnson. And the shot by Warren, no good. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Cleveland. Griffin passes to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. The Nets with the lead. Curry dishes to Mills. That shot missing, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Curry kicks to Mills. Warren on the wing. Over Johnson. And the shot by Warren, no good. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Brooklyn ahead, up 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Collins and Capella man the post positions. The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. And it's Murray in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's O'Neal after Ben Simmons' bucket. Outside for Durant. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Murray against Simmons. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's the growth of Murray as a distributor has really proved to be a great point guard. There were questions about that early in his career.
And he makes the first. And, Greg, you can see it. Murray has really improved his passing.
Has a great sense of the court and spacing. Reads defense as well and can direct his teammates. Could see him being an elite passer in no time.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Irving passes to Simmons. They set the pick. Here's Claxton. And easy 2 points on the layup. Claxton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Bogdanovich. Collins setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Over Irving. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
This is what Bogdanovich is out here to do. A terrific, multi-dimensional score.
Now here's Simmons. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Bogdanovich. Murray with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Murray, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
KD on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. The layup missed.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Murray, a screen on Simmons. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Now Durant, following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Murray the pass to Collins. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Fifth best, Clint Capella.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here is Simmons. He's got 6. Here's Claxton. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Brooklyn, Thomas checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Simmons.
Well, this Hawks team can run into defensive issues. Don't have many perimeter stoppers, and the interior at times can be overwhelmed.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for John Collins. And Griffin subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Then for the Nets, Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. TJ Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Thomas. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Young finds Hunter. Shoots over Warren. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Hunter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. 29 seconds left here in the second. That shot misses. Now the pass to Young. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thomas. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
18. The Nets, 23.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
Looking at their shot chart, they've made a clear effort to work things down low, doing a great job of getting points in the paint.
It's certainly playing to their strengths. They do a lot of damage around the rim. And now, let's take a second here to look at what's ahead on the schedule.
They should win most of these games, Ernie. They're playing great. The guys are connected. Everything's been in sync. As long as you don't play down to your opponent, you can get some easy W's.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Irving is out there with Simmons, and it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. The Hawks trail by 5. Murray scanning the floor. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Murray's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hawks. KD against Collins. And the shot is good. And the Nets lead by 5.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one. Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Passes it to O'Neal. Here's Irving, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course the Atlanta Hawks, 5 games behind.
And right now for the Hawks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
There's the screen from 13, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
To the wing right side. Capella finds Collins. Hunter against Durant. A step back shot here. The kick out to Young. And it's off from 3-point range. Brooklyn leading by 5. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Here's Claxton. He's got 5. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Young, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Lets the 3 fly. No good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
O'Neal passes to Irving, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And a change for the Nets. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Simmons. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Young for 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Down low, here's Capella, and the layup's good off the glass. Capella's got 6 points.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Collins. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the first one drops.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. And Griffin subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside, Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Durant against Johnson. High post Young. It's good. Young's got 6.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
KD against Johnson. KD's shot is good. Durant's got the lead back up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the 3 ball is good.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Pass to Durant. He dishes it to Curry. KD against Johnson. Durant kicks to Harris. Outside for Curry. Off target with his 3. Young outside. Over Mills. No good from 18. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Oh no, Jensen made another one.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Hawks trail by 4. Bogdanovich is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Griffin, and it's Collins in at the power forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. And for the Nets, they're shooting 41% for the game. Warren finds Harris. Back to Warren. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 4.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Irving, inside. Here's Sumner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Team foul. For the Nets, Edmund Sumner. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and Hunter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. So he gets them both. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Hawks. 6-point game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Shot by Collins, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Out left to the wing. Murray outside. Rebound by Sumner.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Atlanta calls timeout.
In the offense, your team Dancers.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Royce O'Neal comes in for Harris. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He was not pleased. He said, you guys look dead out there. Told them they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, this is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up. Guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Murray. High arcing shot, and Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Capella dishes to Collins. Shoots over Warren. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets leading by 10. Simmons passes to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Over Murray. No good from Simmons. The Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. In the corner, Murray with it. Right wing. Collins adds a 2-pointer to end the cold streak, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simmons. Back to Irving. Simmons sets a screen for Irving. Connects on the foul line jumper. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
1:57 left in the fourth. Here's Claxton, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Nets lead by 12. Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to Hunter. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons got 7 rebounds in the game. And the pass to Warren. Capella against Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Right side, Collins. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Brooklyn.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for KD.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
The first one falls.
What we know about Kevin Durant is this is a seasoned veteran who is so comfortable in his own skin. For Kevin Durant, it's about the purity of the game and the competition.
Durant nails both of them. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young against Simmons. Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. There's 48 seconds left in the game. KD looking around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this is the dilemma you're in. Kevin Durant is a difficult check. He's going to draw contact. And oh, by the way, I'm 90% from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Johnson comes in for John Collins. Griffin's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas comes in for O'Neal. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Mills in for Ben Simmons. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Young outside, from the line. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. KD against Johnson. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. Johnson with the defensive effort. Young passes to Griffin. From deep, Johnson misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.